Hello, welcome back. This is Jonathan Gardner. Let's play Factorio Season 5. So I've been thinking about my copper arrangement. I had an idea. A cool idea. I think you'll like it. So I should be loaded up on resources now. Let's double check. I wanted to get more lights, but oh well. Alright. I have a cool idea. It's really cool, trust me. It's like 5:50 in the morning right now. So the idea is, remember those season 4? I'd build those self-contained factories, the trains on the inside. What if I did the same thing here? I built like a self-contained ore thing where the trains, they all collect the ore and they come up here and drop it off, and then another train comes to pick it up. I thought that would be really cool, you know? That would be really cool. So let's actually just place down the missing bits here. Come on, get in. You can get in. See, this is when the fun really begins with Factorio. Yeah, I hear you. So, the beginning part of Factorio is pretty much all the same. There's really not much you can do differently. And there's some minor tweaks here and there you can make. But then you get to this stage where it's like, you can do anything you want. And it's just amazing. The possibilities. I mean, I don't need to build any of this stuff. I want to build it. So, this is all because I like to build. That's the way it should be. I'm gonna build this massive copper mine and have the trains running around just dumping copper into some chests that another train will pick up from time to time. And what am I missing? Missing miners. Okay, let's go get some miners. As soon as you guys are done laying stuff down, I'll go get some miners. I'm getting ready for the Victory research mod. I put up all my mods on my GitHub page. There's some other projects there too. I do code, so I just put it there because I already have it. I didn't want to build a separate GitHub page for my mods. I mean, this is just luau code. If you guys are interested in me coding stuff, if there's a mod you had an idea for, I can't do the graphic assets, but I can do coding. So I'd be more than happy to talk about what it would take to get working and whether it's a good idea or not. So just let me know in the comments or send me an email or stuff, whatnot. I should have my email address posted everywhere. jggames@jonathangarder.net. And yeah, I'll consider it. You know. There's a lot of good mods out there I can learn from. If there's something I don't know how to make. So yeah, especially if you have graphical ability, or you know somebody that does and is willing to put that effort in. You know, why is this over here? How did that get over there? That's interesting. That's very interesting. So, the kinds of mod that I'd be interested in are mods that not so much change gameplay, but change well, yeah, of course they change gameplay, but I mean, they make it easier, or make it, what's the right word for it? You know, something like, for instance, something that would put the modules inside the blue blueprint, you know, something like that would be what I would be very interested in. So I need some medium power poles and some lights. Let's take all of those, all 200 of them. Let's get some medium power poles. So I'm not really interested in mods that make things stronger, you know. I don't really want to overpower robots anymore. Kind of, maybe a mod that would get rid of logistic robots as an option for building. You know, just make it so that they only bring stuff to you. They don't, you know, blue chests basically don't exist. How much for can I go? I think I can build a couple more. Let's build another one. I think this is pretty much a limit. We're going to start running out of room here. Might want to back this guy off a little bit. Yeah, this is the limit here. This row is probably not even a very good row to have. Maybe I should get rid of it. No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. So yeah, at work, one of our competitors laid off a bunch of their employees. They put out a fluffy press release about, you know, how it's part of their grand strategy or whatnot. But really, it's just they're running out of money. They're burning through their cash too quickly, and they're probably going to go out of business soon. Which, you know, I guess is good news for us. But honestly, it's in the startup industry, you'd be surprised. It's actually bad news for us, because that means that when we go to get our next round of funding, people are going to look at that company and say, well, how are you going to make money? They didn't make money. You know what I mean? And why did it pick up copper ore? I don't understand. I guess because the mining machine already put it down. Maybe that's why I'm filling up with copper ore. Anyway, but yeah, so it's really interesting how the startup industry actually works versus what people think it is. The other thing that's really fascinating is one of the reasons why we think they are doing so poorly is they really don't have any good ideas of their own on how to pursue their market. And they started pursuing something that we were experimenting with. I mean, it was literally just an experiment for us. We just wanted to see what would happen if we offered this product to customers. And we found out that it wasn't a very good offer. People didn't like it very much. So we quickly abandoned it, of course. But they pursued it vigorously. And to the point where it was kind of funny. One of the investors called up our CEO, and he said, or she said, or whatever. Don't remember, he or she. He said, I'm here at my home with a salesman from your competitor, and they're offering this product that you said doesn't work. You know? And so they just had to laugh at that. It's like, why would they pursue so vigorously an idea? And of course the thought comes to mind, maybe they thought that we knew what we were doing, so they just copied what we were doing. But really, we had no idea what we were doing. We were just experimenting. We were trying things out. We're seeing what would happen, you know? And in this case, it didn't work. And so we abandoned it. You know, we just kind of, you know, we took our notes, put them somewhere, and moved on with our lives. But they they vigorously pursued that idea. They made a huge bet on it, which is surprising. It really is surprising that somebody would do that. They would take their competitors' information and they would run with that. And that's, you know, I guess if you don't have any ideas of your own, that's what you do, right? You know. So, but it's you know, it just goes to the point of being scientific about stuff. You have to investigate things for yourself. You can't just take people's word for it. And it doesn't matter whether they call themselves experts or not. If they're experts, they'll be able to explain it to you in a way that you can understand. That's what makes them an expert. And so, yeah, listen to the experts. They're trying to explain something to you, so listen to them. But just because they say something, you don't have to take their word for it 100%. You need to investigate it for yourself. That's what science is all about, is checking out the claims of people. There's a guy, Francis Bacon. I believe he lived during Queen Elizabeth's time. And he was so devoted to the truth that he vigorously pursued truth. And so he was, in many ways, the father of empiricism, or what you might call the scientific method, which basically says that you can investigate claims, you know, and the universe won't lie to you. So, and it's really sad to see so many people associate science with religious thought, religious dogma. It's like, things are this way, you can't disagree with it. You know, just today I saw a post in a forum where somebody was so insistent that reality wasn't a certain way. He absolutely knew for certain, right? When the evidence points completely the opposite way. And he was so unwilling to yield his worldview. And he thought he was being scientific because his ideas that he was endorsing were the status quo. You know, what everybody else agrees is what's scientific, and what's, you know, things like that. And it's really sad because, you know, the history of science is the history of getting rid of bad ideas in favor of good ideas, you know. And if you're unwilling to abandon those bad ideas, you know, what have you really got? What have you really got? You're the same as the guys in the Middle Ages, the witch doctors, who, you know, they don't need evidence. They already know it's true, you know. And we sometimes say things like, you know, oh, well, back then they believed in this or they believed in that, you know, but you go back 50 years and there's stuff that we believed in as a group of scientists that, you know, today we just find laughable. We know it's not true. We know it's not right, you know. There's still, and I was trying to explain this to my boss yesterday. He asked about, well, one day we'll find a way to go faster than the speed of light. I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense, you know. It literally makes no sense to go faster than the speed of light. And the only reason you can think that or even say that is because you have an incorrect understanding of what speed is, you know. And you're looking at it from this, you know, Platonic or Newtonian mechanical system, when we know that's not correct. That's not how reality works. And so it's sometimes physicists say, like, you're so wrong that I can't even begin to explain how wrong you are, you know. It's that kind of, you know, thing is. And so, but that was the idea that everybody had 100 years ago in physics. Well, I take that back. 150 years ago, absolutely. 100 years ago in physics, they started realizing that the idea of position and velocity were just wrong. And so anyway, that's my little rant for the day. Be ready to accept new ideas, no matter how absurd they sound or who tells you. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, and we're going to rename these load. It's going to be a closed loop here, as you can already tell. This is going to be... I don't want sharp there, actually. ZZ copper mine 1 load. And it doesn't matter which one. Let's put CZ in the front so it goes sorts to the bottom. Stays out of the way. Everything is ZZ copper. Not copper mine. So just because somebody has an idea doesn't mean it's a good idea. And I'm myself included. And learn to investigate the claims of experts yourself. You know, if some expert claims something, then say, okay, teach me. But don't just accept it because they say so. You know, that's not science. That's religion. And people that seem the most angry about religion are the people that are most likely to do that nowadays. You know, when you should just be willing to investigate the facts. So, all right. So we need some lights here, signals. There's one there already. Need one here. There you go. Seems I missed every other one. Maybe my pattern was bad. That's okay. We can fix it later. Okay, there we go. And I wonder if... Okay, so we're gonna have... We don't need these dudes. We can get rid of them. so much. You guys have no idea how expensive it is. What am I at? 15 minutes? Somebody was asking about a tutorial for beginners of Factorio. I think I'm going to try my hand at it again. I built a tutorial just to get people started, but one of the commenters pointed out, and I forget his name, I'm sorry. He pointed out that there is a very common misconception and misunderstanding that I could correct if I just focus some time on it and hopefully get people new to Factorio ready to actually do Factorio. So, and so I'm thinking I want to work on that, and maybe you guys have some thoughts about what I should do for Factorio tutorials. I'm sure that some of you guys are interested in trains. Trains are a very advanced topic, of course. Oh shoot. How do I get out? Q. What's the button to get out? Control? How did I forget the button to get out? Enter. It's enter, isn't it? It's enter. Yes, it is. Okay. So what is this one? Train. I have to rename all the train stations. I forgot to do that. There's a lot of these guys. Shift right click, shift left click, shift left click, left click, left click, left click, left click. Okay, and so you shift left click. There we go. This one you take 200 at. Let's just add another one. So a total of 400. I don't know what the time is. I think I calculated it to be like a really large time. All right, let's go ahead and have you go. Let's have you go up there. I'll meet you up there, dude. So we're gonna have red and oh shoot, I don't have a lot of red inserters. Red inserters basically putting it into chests. The reason why red inserters is because it's going to go to another track, and if you use blue inserters, it makes an odd number. Let's have you stay right there. So we need a bunch of steel boxes. We need a bunch of red inserters. Have some wood, dude. Steel boxes and red inserters. Not steel, iron boxes. That's what I like about video games is there's no politics, you know. If you try something out the wrong way, nobody's going to say like you're a heretic or, you know, they're not going to do that kind of thing to you. You get to try whatever you want. And these games, for the most part, they follow logical rules. So, so you can use scientific methods to find things out for yourself. And that's the other thing about games too, is you're encouraged to experiment. That's kind of the whole point, is to go out there and try something out. And sometimes you see people, you know, approach games with like the same religious zeal that they approach other topics. And that's just annoying. Just don't do that, you know. I mean, reality is important, but it's not that important. Somebody's bringing me something. Oh, they're taking things away from me. Well, it's too bad. I'm going too fast for you. Okay, so you're gonna go to the tracks. Yeah. It's kind of my Omni train. Let's get out there. Hold you still. So I need a bunch of red inserters. I don't even know if I'm making them. Let me get rid of some junk that I have. Control left click on an empty spot will bring everything down to fill your tool belt, which is where I like to keep things. You know, I really don't need them. In fact, I don't need any of these guys. Do not need them. Not right now, no. I will build the station later for processing the copper ore, but that's not my goal right now. I don't need all these guys. And the copper plate is nice, but I don't need it. And I don't know why I'm carrying those things around. I'm not building factories. Oh, it's nice to have an empty inventory. Alright, so let's see, 12. I think I have 12 cars, right? 12 times 7 times 2. So that'd be 84 times 2 is 168. So let's get 200 reds. Actually, I need 400. Let's get 200 iron chests. Hopefully I have that in the system. I don't know. Yeah, I think I do. It looks like it's making more. Yeah, the number's going up. Where is it making? Is it making up here? There, it is. Yep. I think that's 800. That's 200. Oh, that's good. It's amazing how fast they can make those. That's pretty cool. Okay. Give me a ride back there, dude. Yeah, so, you know, that's the thing you learn in physics is to question everything. It's by questioning the status quo that you actually make any progress at all. When somebody tells you something, you don't accept it at face value. You investigate it for yourself. That's what I really enjoyed about physics. And hopefully the other lesson that you learn is not to take life too seriously. I mean, life's important, it's life, but you know, it doesn't mean you should always be serious. There's a famous experiment where these, I think it was in Denmark or something like that, or Sweden or something like that. One of those crazy European countries that nobody knows the names of. Of course, I'm joking. But they built a super powerful magnet. And they basically went, oh shoot, that's not enough. I can't count, can I? Anyway, they built a super powerful magnet. And the first thing they did with it after they got it running, and they figured out that it was working, is it went and got a frog, and they put it in the magnetic field, and it levitated, which, you know, of course, that's what frogs do when you put them in magnetic fields. And when they did that, I think I was in the college at the time. I don't know if it happened at the time or if the professor just kept this around to explain to his students. That actually works. That's amazing. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get some more iron chests. I'm just gonna run back. Maybe I'll take my airplane. That's what I have an airplane for, right? Yes. Airplane flies. Get you. I love the sound the airplane makes. I don't know if you can hear it very well. But anyway, so he showed the picture, the movie, of the levitating frog, right? And his point was that physics is fun. I mean, we publish these papers and they sound so serious, and we talk to each other in a very technical, a very direct method. And sometimes we're quite mean to each other because, you know, in the pursuit of truth, there's no room for emotions. And but at the end of the day, no matter what you're doing in physics, it's awesome. It's cool. And you should be willing to see the fun in physics. If that's, you know, grabbing a frog and putting it in the magnetic field because it'd be fun to do. You know, we get to play with the world's most expensive equipment and the most advanced scientific concepts. That's the privilege you have of being a physicist. You better be using that to have fun. You know, not in a dangerous way, of course, but you know, just enjoy it. You know, you're dealing with things that most humans will never even know about. So that's the other thing about video games too that I like. Just have fun. It's not serious. Okay, now we can have you start running loops. And let's go ahead and go. We have to figure out how to get you coal and fuel. But that's not my primary concern right now. Alright, so this is the track. It's going to come down, they're going to pick it up. And I'm thinking just doing two 12s as well. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 2 16ths. Okay, so 16. Here, let's get that out of there. Excuse me. I should really wrap up this episode. But I'm having too much fun, as usual. 16, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. There we go. Is that gonna work? I think I have to slide it forward a little bit, but I think it'll work. Yeah, it will work. I know it'll work. I'll make it work. And if I don't like it, I'll tear it down. Yeah. I need to get fuel down here. All right. Where does the station go? Here? That's a real copper mine. Would a copper mine work? That does not look like it's right. Why is everything blinking at me? Stop blinking. Oh, I know why now. That makes sense. I got the power. Yeah. I want to try moving it back one. Let's build some curvy bits. That's not the right button. No, R. Okay, let's try it again. Can't step through those things. Okay, now here we go. Oh, that looks really close. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, the music is so epic. Yeah, all but that last one. Well, this last one doesn't have anything in it. I didn't pick anything up, that's why. So 2 reds vertically are slightly faster than 1 blue. Like literally like 1 frame out of like 32 or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I think I wrapped up the copper mine here. I just need to throw in a bunch of trains. And I need to get fuel coming down. I'm thinking I'll just refuel up here. Just right here. Maybe have like the fuel come down and around or something. Maybe I'll use little robots for the fuel. Maybe. That's not a bad idea. You know, I need a little tiny fuel train. You know, just 1 engine, 1 wagon full of coal. That'll do it. So, Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys for next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.